Good afternoon. I'm here. I'm live. Good afternoon, y'all. Let's talk. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to arrive. Y'all, when y'all come on, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new because you're gonna want to keep watching my videos. I know you are. Okay, y'all know how to get that out the way. Say that real quick so you guys can come back to me, find me. And when you like videos, you guys, when you like people's videos, it pops up as suggested videos to other people, and y'all are help saving a pick me or a dusty. So hit that like button because some pick me, dusty chick dusty dude may need to find this video. And with more likes, it's more available. Okay. Just so y'all know. Okay. Anyway. Um Y'all know I have to explain it to you because sometimes people don't understand why people hit like. Why do I have to hit the like button? Because it makes it more available to other people that aren't watching me already. Don't y'all want to help me spread this message so y'all can get some money? All right. Uh-oh. Not again. Hello. People trying to sell me some warranties for my car that's already under warranty. Anyway, hi. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how women are taught to love and men are taught to be strong. Well, some of them are. Or that is what is being pushed in the media when you're, younger, even now. So women are taught to look for true love, to look for some man that's going to be their prince charming. Men are taught to be strong, masculine, and not really want to settle down or commit to somebody, but want to have several women and be the man or, whatever, big pimp, whatever. So we're being taught the opposite things. So when you meet a man, know this, know that the man is not taught to love. Have you ever taught your son to love a woman if you have children? If you have a son, have you ever taught him how to properly love a woman? If not, perhaps women should start or men should start to teach boys to love, to look for true love, to look for all of this. Because if you're teaching the girls that and you're teaching the boys the opposite, then what are you doing? So until men are taught to seek love, I'm not teaching my daughters to seek true fairy tale love. Just not. Because it makes zero sense. If you look at things from a logical perspective, to teach that is to lead them into what they call the lion's den. And I will not do that to my children. So until mothers start teaching their sons how to love properly, how to properly treat women, A, B, C, and D, I will not uh, suggest teaching young girls, you know, to love and fall in love and, be all silly. I'm not going to teach that. So instead, you should teach your daughters how to look for a provider male, how to look for a responsible male, how to look for someone who has their best interest in mind, who can grow financially and help the family, uh, in a better position, to be in a better position, how to look for a man who is going to respect and treat that woman correctly and doesn't have ulterior motives. And if they do, then whatever the benefits seem to be for her are going to be greater. So that's what we need to be teaching our kids, not about true love, unless the men start to teach and the women start to teach their sons about true love. Okay. It's hard to teach a man about true love or loving someone or A, B, C, and D because society, you know. So I guess it starts with this generation to teach boys how to love instead of lust. How, because back in the old days, that's what they did. Back in the old days, in the movies, they would teach men how they would show the man falling in love with the woman on the screen. They would show the man like, "Oh my god, I gotta have her. I gotta do anything to get her," and how how they won her over. They would show the courting. They would show how he would try to impress her, how he would dress up and dress his best and take her to the finest places. They would show that in the movies a long time ago. And now they're not. Exactly. It's reversed now. So until they start implementing, men falling in love again, there is no reason for women to even think about doing it ever. Okay. And if you have to mention money in order for a man to mention love, then that's a counteract. It's not a original thought in his mind. It's just a strategy to counteract your strategy. Okay. So until men start talking about love, you don't even think about it. You don't even try to, I want it all. I want love. I want this. They don't want it all. Okay. The only time men actually fall in love is when they are tricked and when they are manipulated to fall in love because no one ever taught them. So you basically have to brainwash them into falling in love with you because it is not taught to them. You have to subliminally, subconsciously program their brain to yearn for your love. Nowadays, nowadays. Back then, it was pretty easy. You just show up, look good, smell good, be clean. And that man was looking for what you were looking for. Maybe a little bit extra, but it was up to you to keep him at bay, right? Thank you. So stop with this fairy tale crap. I want love. I want love. I cannot have it all because you're not going to get it all because that man was never taught to give it to you. That's why self love is the most important because that's what makes the man love you. When he sees you loving yourself, he's going to follow suit. Why? Because he's never taught to love you. If he sees you loving you, then he knows how to do it. Okay. If he knows what you like, what makes you smile, the luxury items you like to purchase and flaunt, the type of lifestyle and house that you like, every A, B, C, and D, and what your dreams are, then he can emulate it and give it to you. If not, he doesn't know what he's doing. Most women expect men to read their mind. They don't even know how to love. You think they have psychic abilities too? Mm-mm. They're going by what they see, what they've heard, what their friends are doing. That's about it. They may have a deep feeling inside when they're near you. They can't really explain it, and it may scare them, and it may, give them a struggle whether they want to be with you or not. But then they're still sleeping with Sharkeisha over here and having babies with Barnetta over here, but want you to. If you teach a man that you are valuable and you don't like to share your things, he's most likely going to see that as something of high standard. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like if you know he's not the type of man that's going to be faithful and he wants you to be faithful to him or he wants to date you seriously, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't date men who aren't serious. And he'll, why? I'm serious. I'm serious. Well, that's great. But I don't date men who share themselves with other people. I am very, very particular. You make it sound like they're not good enough for you because you know they cheat. Thank you, Katie. Your content is wonderful and worth paying for. Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. So when he sees that he's a hoe, excuse my language, a male hoe, he's going to look at himself, not get mad at you. Okay. He's going to look at himself. He's going to be like, wow, she's right. She doesn't really deserve what I'm about to do to her. It was just what I was taught. I was taught to have 3 women at a time and call myself a Mac. That's just what I was taught, even though I can't afford one. So then he's going to reassess his priorities and say, well, I wonder who that lucky guy will be that will get her, who she will not automatically see coming from a mile away. I need to become that man, you know. or he'll go back to Sharkeisha and Bonetta and let you go on about your way. Either way, he's going to question himself. And that's what you want to get men to start doing if you want it all. If you want love and you want, a man to be a provider for you, you need to make sure that man knows how to love before you give him any type of emotional connection. Okay? So if you are sure that he doesn't know how to love, then you keep it moving and keep gathering your money from him until he figures out you're never going to be his. Okay? And that's just for wasting your time. If you see that a man can love and that he's putting you as a priority and he's doing everything it takes in order to give you the type of love and lifestyle that you desire, then you can slowly emotionally invest in him after you done got a ring and after you are no longer paying bills and after you have the option to work or not. Okay. That's only when you start emotionally investing in a man because that's the only path that leads to marriage with a man that loves you and will provide for you. That's the only path. If they're going to take care of you, if they're going to provide for you, if they're not going to be over Bonetta and Sharkeisha's house every weekend while you're texting them. Okay. So you know those kind of men. They usually have careers. They usually come from a family, large family that values, or it can even be a small family, or they've taught themselves, or you've taught them through how you treat yourself. It doesn't matter their background as long as you know that they can do what you need them to do. Okay. How to move out when you're in a living relationship and have a bunch of clothes. The same way you moved in, baby. You prepare. You make plans and you strategically follow them until you're out. Okay. Um, thank you. It's not how to get out, it's do you want to get out? You know how to get out the same way you got in. Okay. Um, so are men just naturally cold and callous? No, they're taught to be that way. They're taught to be that way, you know. And it's not that we don't want a strong man. It's just that with your strength, there needs to be a balance, you know. With your strength, there needs to be romance. With your lust, there needs to be love. With your wandering eyes, there needs to be, I'm gonna buy my wife that dress that make that other lady booty look good. Okay, there needs to be a balance. There's no balance. If you're looking at another lady's dress, I better have that dress next week. That's all I'm saying. Okay. You better figure out where she got it from and reverse Google it if you're taking pictures of other women and like Instagram pictures and stuff like that. I better have that same outfit delivered by you. Okay. So there needs to be a balance. Men don't have balance anymore because women don't require them to. Women are so desperate for love because that's what they've been taught to be. Oh, I need love. They are so desperate for love and validation from a man that is not trained or taught to love. That they will give it up for you thinking that's the fastest way to love. And it's the furthest way from love. If you think about it, it's the furthest way from love. So, since it is the furthest thing away from love, and it also proves that you don't love yourself if you gave it away that easy. He's not going to love you if you don't love yourself. If you giving your stuff to everybody who asks for it, that means you don't love yourself. So he will never love you. And of course, there are exceptions to the rules. Like he might have been a virgin. He might not be able to get some easily. So he fall in love, with a little piece or whatever. But that doesn't mean you're going to be in love with him, or that he's a provider or A, B, C, and D. Right. If you really want love and marriage, you need to walk into every situation, every dating situation as material that every man wants to wife, or most men want to wife. You don't have to say you want to get married. You don't have to act like you want to get married. You can be the type of woman that a man wants to marry, but still not convey that message to scare him off. But you can put all the self love into you and talk about marriage one day, but not with him in it. Like, oh, well, when I get married, my husband and I will do A, B, C, D. You don't include him because he takes that as weakness. Oh, she thinks I'm going to be her husband. Oh, how can I get over on her? No, you just say husband in general. You don't reference him, even if you've been dating 3 years. If he ain't gave you no ring, he ain't popped the question, he's not husband material yet. Okay. So you never include him. You never put him in your future until he puts you in his future financially and emotionally. Okay. Never insert yourself into his future unless he's inserted his financial, um, you know, investment into your future. Hey. Um, Women need to get their tubes tied to Dusty's. Exactly. They really do. Um, Can you find a guy of substance to be celibate, girl? That I told y'all I don't answer virgin or celibate questions. It's not about being celibate, it's about wanting to do it. That's what drives men. Why don't you just cut his penis off? You cannot, as much as you try, ladies, you cannot control a man. They must control themselves to please you. Do you understand? You cannot control a man. They must control themselves to please you. Okay. If your man is under control and you're a boss to him, that's not love. Okay. He must want you to be happy, therefore act accordingly, you know, and do the things that make you happy. If you have to tell him and nag him all the time and threaten him all the time, that's not love. Okay. He is the one that pursues you. If you're not happy, he's not happy. Do you understand? If the frown on your face is not gone, he has a frown on his face. Okay. Now, James is not under my control. I'm telling you guys. James likes to see me smile. I am a hard woman to impress. Okay. I am a hard woman to move because I emotions and things to impress me, it takes a lot. So since he can't bear gifts on me and every day and fly me here and fly me there, he does exactly the things that I need him to do to make me happy on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm hard to impress. It is the simple things in life that keep people happy, not the big things. And then you got to remember that. When James comes home every day, pays all the bills, not out with whoever and doing whatever and hanging out with people and in bars and stuff. When he's not doing that, like some people's men are, and he's home every night, like clockwork, you know, watching TV, watching sports, and then handing me the remote saying you can watch what you want. After the sports goes off, of course. I gotta sit there and be on my phone or my computer until the game is off. Then he'll watch a movie with me or watch a show with me, you know. And we sit close to each other. We're under the blankets together. The kids are next to us. We got the fireplace going. He knows that kind of stuff makes me happy. And that's what he does like clockwork. That's what he does. He doesn't require me to pay any bills. He doesn't make me work. I don't have to leave my house to earn a dime. It's up to me. I started my own YouTube because I had nothing else to do. I started helping other women get to where I am so that I don't look out my window or look, you know, online and see women paying for men and basically working for, little of nothing and still being mistreated. I'm trying to help you guys because I'm happy. You see? So it's kind of like when you're the only one somewhere and you want to see more people, you want to bring them with you. You know how they say there's no success unless you have someone to share it with? That's all I'm doing. Trying to share my success and tips to women so they can have a good life too, instead of a stressful, over emotional, tragic life. That's it. I might sound bougie sometimes. I may be shallow sometimes, but that's the message that people grasp. You know, that's what gets the attention. So if I say gold digger, Dusty, pick Misha, Bonetta, that's what keeps you coming back. You know, you can't always be so good and pure and just perfect all the time. You need to add some spice in there. You need to add some cayenne pepper in there sometimes, or else it's gonna be nasty. Okay. So with my method in my videos, I might come across evil. I might come across narcissistic. I might come across as a gold digger. I may come across as a hater. I may come across as insensitive, but I've helped more women than anyone that I personally know. Okay? That's all I know. So that's all I'm going to say. Take it or leave it. But remember, don't set yourself up for failure when you're the only one learning how to love. Love yourself, teach men how to love you, and go from there. Right? If they don't learn, then move on to the next one that has the ability to absorb the information and the knowledge that you have to offer them, through your actions. Anyway, sometimes people are just not going to get it. So you need to move on. You can't fix someone if they don't want to be fixed. You can't make someone love you if they don't want to love you. Okay? All you can do is love yourself and hopefully they'll follow suit. If not, keep it moving or keep getting their money until you find somebody else. Okay? Stop looking for love. Start looking for self-love and a man will fall in love with that. Okay? Help women manipulate men. Yes. The same way that you're taught to manipulate women as when you're younger, you know. The same thing as you are taught to say to get the panties. Exactly. You know, if a man came to a woman 100% honest, he would get nothing. Zero, zilch. Okay. So until you start looking for love, we're stopping, or I did long time ago. But when you stop looking for love, here's the trick because it all works out. You stop looking for love and you love yourself, the man will learn how to love. If the man doesn't know how to love, it's because no one taught him. Okay. So you're wrong there, Shira. I may be wrong to you, but majority, I'm right to the majority. So that's all that I'm worried about. If you are a man and you do know how to love, great, wonderful. Teach some other men while you at it. Most men are too embarrassed to call out another man on his shortcomings because then it would make him seem like whatever. But women aren't afraid to do that. A man will see another man doing wrong and won't even say nothing. A man will see another man dissing somebody but won't even say nothing. A brother-in-law will go out with his wife's brother and cheat right in front of him, and none of them will say nothing. So until all that stuff changes, we have no reason to look for love. None. We'll just look for money and love ourselves and our children, and that's good enough. Until y'all are man enough to actually balance yourselves out and learn how to love, then we out the game. We're out of the love game. We gonna pretend we in love. We gonna act like we're in love because we know how to do it. So remember, until you love us, we can't love you. Okay. So stop talking about love. Stop talking about this until you can do it yourself. Until you can show a woman that you love her. And when you choose a woman to love, man, don't choose one out of your league and think love is a special gift. No, love is an exchange. It's not no special gift because whatever, whatever. Ooh, I'm gonna say I love her, and that's rare coming from a man. So she needs to do A, B, C, and D. Nope, love is an even exchange. Okay, so if you want real love, then stop thinking that what you're doing is special. I've heard so many men say, "Oh, I watch my own kids or I babysit my kids." That's your kids. You ain't babysitting, you ain't watching them. You they daddy. It's the same thing as expecting you to be all happy because this man is faithful and in love with you and tells you he loves you and treats you well. That's supposed to be normal. And if it's not normal, you think it's a prize. That ain't no prize. That's normal. It used to be normal. And now that it's not normal, you want a cookie. If you stay faithful for a year, if you want, if you tell your woman you love her and you pay some bills, that's normal. Okay. And most men will say, "Oh, I ain't never been to jail before. I'm good. I got a good job." That's normal too. Okay. That is normal too. What else is normal that y'all think is not normal? Progressing in your career, making more money, aiming higher, saving money. That's all normal too. Having life insurance. That's normal. All of these things that y'all think are for simps is actually normal. Okay. So what does that mean? You are, what does that mean? If the normal average thing is advanced for you, I'm gonna let y'all answer that one. If normal advanced things, no, if normal things are seem advanced to you, what are you? That is a shame. Thank you. Y'all like my pumpkin mug? You're special ed. That's what you are. Nothing against special ed. They all need a little help. That's why we're here. They need that extra help. They need to know that they need to improve in some way and that they're not held to the normal standards because no one taught them. You know, it goes back to the model where someone said, "Oh, the school system is like testing a fish to climb a tree." It's the same thing. If you don't think these things are normal, it's because you're being asked to do something you were never taught or don't have the ability to do. What you need to do is figure out how to do whatever is being asked in your own way, right? hmm So, being asked to do something in a different way, as long as you get the results, it doesn't matter. Okay. You don't have to go out and get a corporate job and work 9 to 5 if you're a man and you're broke. You could go open your own business. You could start a car wash service. You could start a mobile detail service. You can do all of that. But what do? Sit and complain. Love is what drives everything. The love of self. And most people say, "Oh, men get up every day because of sex, because they want sex from a woman." It's not sex that men truly want. Deep down inside, it's love because they can get sex from Sharkeisha. And they could throw Sharkeisha number away, burn it, do whatever, but they still getting up tomorrow. Why? Because they want to be loved. They want to be loved, but they just don't even know it. Men want to be loved more than women, but they don't know it. They confuse lust with love. So they continue to chase what gives them instant gratification. And then when that instant gratification is over, they don't want you anymore because they never loved you. And they keep doing it again and again, thinking that's how they find love. But that's not how you find love. Men, that's not how you find love. How you find love is making some standards just like women. Who's this? Yes, you need to write down a list of stuff you want in a woman. And that has nothing to do with helping you financially, because that's not what love is either. Not for a man anyway. Okay. You need to don't push she need to have a good job. You need to find out and don't put any services like, oh, she need to know how to cook. That has nothing to do with it. Okay? Because you can pay for her some cooking lessons. Okay? And if you made enough money, she don't need a job. What is it deep down inside that you want a woman to say to you and to do for you? Okay? That you can't hire a maid for. Think about it. This is how you figure out how to love and learn how to love. What qualities should a woman possess for you to love her? Not any physical things she can bring to your table, but what do you want her to be like? How do you want her to feel around you? A, B, C, and D. You know. So many people keep writing me about this love thing, and I have basically um, kept telling people stop worrying about love. You can't make a man love you because they don't know how to love. Teach them how to love by loving yourself first, leveling up enough for them to want to even think about loving you. Okay. Men will chase sex all day, every day, and then burn the number, throw it away, and never look back because that's not love. It's instant gratification. And then they continue to look for sex again and again because they've never been taught what love is. Okay. Oh, Hope, thank you. You said I changed your life. Oh, I'm glad I can help people. Okay. Women have no eccentric, tangible value. I've never met a funny bitch yet. Well, you met me. How you doing? And you're on my video. So obviously you are looking for something more than what you can get at Sharkeisha's house, baby. So the whole point is you're looking, but you're so masculine and taught to say these things that you don't even realize that when somebody trying to help you. Okay. You could walk around miserable and broke and hitting Sharkeisha and Bonetta all day, every day, and wind up with 10 kids on your same street. But guess what? You'll never find love. You'll have never found love. Hmm. If you want funny, that's a masculine trait. Maybe you need to be with a man. It's a man's job to make people laugh and impress a woman to boost her endorphins and her serotonin and hit the pleasure points in her brain so she can be attracted to him. You want a man looking at you up and down? You want a man to make you laugh so you can get turned on? You want a woman to do your job? Okay, break it down scientifically. You're supposed to be making the woman laugh, not the other way around. If she should happen to make you laugh back after you make her laugh first, wonderful. She's already attracted to you. You okay. So if you want a woman to make you laugh, I suggest Whoopi Goldberg, Tiffany Haddish, Monique. All those women will make you laugh. You can have them. Sharkeisha may make you laugh. Bonetta may make you laugh. But that's probably because y'all smoking weed. Y'all know I had to get them. um, Anywho, don't let the serious tone fool you. I will still get you. Don't come in here saying stuff. You know I'll take a break and come get you. What intangible value can you offer? I don't offer a damn thing. I'm a woman, baby. I am the socket, not the plug. What can you offer? Why don't you come find out? When you plug in something in the wall, you find out what it offers after you plug it in, right? Come plug in and find out. Invest and find out. I'm the source. You plug it into the source. What you think you gonna get? Everything. You give something to a woman, she multiplies it times a million, gazillion to infinity. You plug into a man, what you gonna get? You want to sit over here and laugh at people. You want a comedian? Go to the comedy show. Okay. I can't offer you a thing. You gotta invest in me and plug into the source, and everything you want, you can have and get it on your own. You looking for the wrong thing. You looking for tangible, intangible, intangible. You're looking for intangible things. First, you got to know what you want. You can't recognize it. You got to know what you want. What do you want? Then that's what you seek. You see a woman who's nice to children, looks like a good mother, that's what you seek. You don't ask her, well, what can you offer me? And she go and list her stuff off. Is she on payroll? Is she on a an interview for you? Where is your money? You gonna pay all her bills? Okay. So men, stop asking that dumb, stupid question. If you're looking for love, let down that stupid, false wall that you have to put up because you can't find it and you are miserable. Okay. Let down that wall. We already know we're women. We create y'all. We already know. Most women have children. We already know. We already know how people act when they're unhappy and don't get what they want. They mask it. Okay. So you can't fool most women. The only time you can fool women is when they are so desperate for love and they hear the lie that they want to hear. No, they know it's a lie. The sad thing is most women know that you're lying to them, but they hope. They have the inkling of hope that you will be telling the truth, which is stupid, but they do. So, as more women lose hope, the harder it is for you to get over on them. It is. And once all that hope has been removed, they're going to start getting over on you, which has already started. Okay. And if it happens in mass droves, it's over. Y'all will be more likely to either be alone or be some woman's toy. Or hop from Bonetta to Sharkeisha and Sharkeisha to Bonetta to pick Misha. Okay. That's what y'all gonna be doing. Y'all gonna have a sad existence. Okay. Okay. So men, you can act tough all day. You can put on the facade. But when you interact with a woman, you need to remember this. Act like that around your boys. Act like that at work. But when you are approaching a woman or when you're trying to speak to a woman, switch it up. Okay, have respect. Come in there wanting love and not lust. Come in there wanting the same thing she's been trained or programmed to want or wants naturally. Women naturally want to love and nurture. But if she's being forced not to, then she can actually, and this is scientific. If you're naturally being forced to avoid something, your DNA will change. A message will go to your brain and instruct your DNA to stop producing this, and that makes you want to do A, B, C, and D. Okay. And so eventually, women aren't going to even seek love anymore if you keep this up. And once you stop seeking love, you can do anything in the world, and that woman will treat you like you haven't registered anything on her radar. Just, oh, okay, that's nice. Thank you. And then go do whatever she's going to do anyway. So if you want to save, if you want to save that, nurturing, loving, natural phenomena in women, then you got to change. Got to make that change, like Michael Jackson said. He says, love is my message. And you need to heal the world, make it a better place. And it starts with how you treat the woman. And I know this is some deep, philosophical, stupid, crazy sounding, dusty hotep stuff, but it's true. If we ain't happy, you ain't happy. Ever. Ever. Because when you make a woman mad, you already know what happens. Your life becomes a curse. It becomes miserable. You got child support, back child support. You'll never see your tax return. You got to live at Sharkeisha house because Bonetta done kicked you out. Your life becomes a homeless vagabond of bills, government mail coming to you, and a whole bunch of strife. That's what your life will become because you don't know how to love. Loneliness, being alone, even if you are successful. Let's just flip it. What if you are successful? You'll never be able to keep a relationship. You'll never be able to tell if that woman loves you for real or not, or she just wants your money. You'll never know if she's cheating on you with her ex while you at work or out of town. You'll never know. Why? Because you haven't let down your uh, ability. You haven't let down that wall to give her love. So how can she give it to you? Okay. If you can't love her, why should she love you? She can't love you if you don't love her. Okay. So that's the whole thing. We got the power, right? Hypergamy for the win. Well, it's not really the win. It's it, if you think about it, to have multiple, and I know a lot of people say, oh, this is how it used to be in the old days in Africa and stuff. That's because they were in survival mode. We have technology. You don't have to have three wives and three husbands, you know, for protection and to have money anymore. Okay, you just have one good idea, a good career, one good idea, a business or something. You don't have to have multiple women. If men want multiple women, then they need to understand that a woman should be allowed to have multiple men, right? What makes you think she don't want another man? That's my question. If she watching you over here with Bonetta, Sharkeisha may stay faithful because she desperate because she been taught to love. And if she don't love, she ain't gonna get love back. But thank you, sincerely trash. But if this woman loves herself, there is no way she gonna watch you go over be with Sharkeisha and then come back over to her. Because that's what y'all Bonetta and Sharkeisha might as well share drawers, share underwear. Okay. If you share your man, you can share your underwear. And for the gold diggers, you shouldn't be sleeping with them anyway if they sleeping with other women. You should just be getting their money. Okay. If you allow him to if you allow your boyfriend to go over Bonetta's house and come over your house, then you might as well go get Bonetta's underwear and put them right on your body. Okay. Especially in this day and age. Ugh. Anyone that comes up with hypergamy and polygamy and all that kind of stuff, it's just because y'all are still oversexed and think about lust versus love. Okay. If you want a bunch of people around you, a bunch of women around you, have sex, have some daughters, have some grandkids, and have a family instead of trying to have sex with everybody. Okay, because that's not what love is. Right. And if you think about it, a lot of the times that men wanted more than one wife is because women don't value sex like men do. And that's another thing. Y'all think because y'all give it to us, we happy. No. Men in the old days had to have about three wives because one day the other wife wouldn't want to do nothing because sex is not the same for women. I mean, we get pleasure out of it, but we don't need it like y'all do, you know. So so when wife number one don't want to do it, wife number two is up for it. Wife number three, then she gets it, right? Then after a week, wife number one may want it again. He's got a rotation because wives and women do not value sex like men do. That's why we can get pretty much what we want. Now, if you had one woman, that man would be like doing everything she wanted, everything she asked, she would be happy and he would be happy because she already knows in order to get a man to do A, B, C, and D, she got to also reciprocate something he likes. And if it's a mutual gratification, um, then everybody wins. You know, if a man if a man wants to, sleep with you and think that you're getting the same pleasure as he is, then what else is he going to offer you after he gets up off of you? Okay, if he put in 3-4 hours of work in the bedroom, what's he gonna do when he gets off of you? Go right to sleep, and where you going? To work. Okay. So no, some women have high sex drives. Yes, some women do have high sex drives, but the whole point is when you sleep with a man, that's connected to a human being. Okay. Your physical body wants to get off, right? They have machines for that. They have, you got your hand for that. You know what I'm saying? Why do you give precious gifts to men to value it less? You know what I mean? The more you give it away, the least it's valued at. So you got a high sex drive. Every time you give your stuff away, it gets less valuable, especially to the same man. Less valuable, less valuable. Just like a wig. You wear that wig every day, it's gonna get more ratchet and more ratchet and more ratchet until it look like that's your real hair. Thank you. Um, Sorry, y'all. I had to crack a joke real quick because it was getting too serious. Thank you, Michelle T. I appreciate the donation. Okay, until you can't get that wig away. Exactly. Tell somebody stomp on it if they see it on the ground thinking it's some live animal. So stop saying, "Oh, I have a high sex drive." Go get you a high vibrating toy. Okay. Oh, I just have to do it. Okay, no, no, you don't. Okay. If you try to seek it from a man, like I say in my other videos, you're just seeking validation because that man don't love you and you don't love yourself. So you use sex just like a man for temporary gratification until you start seeking it again somewhere else. And you still don't find it. And you believe Tyrone and Ray Ray when he tells you, "Oh, I want to be your man. I want you to have my baby." And then the next day he's ghosted you and over Sharkeisha house again. That's the same thing. Okay. High sex drive. If you're in a marriage together, still you don't do it every time with your husband. Thank you, Rita. She gave me a donation too. Because the more you give it to him, the more he's going to get tired of it. Okay. A man is supposed to yearn for you. He ain't supposed to be satisfied all day, every day. What's gonna drive him? Thank you. If that man is oversexed and you didn't give it to him every time he didn't ask for it, what reason do he have to get up and go put on his clothes and go to work? Or to start that business? Or to buy you a good Christmas gift? What reason does he need? None. He don't have no reason. He's getting sex every day, all day. So all he got to do is sit there. So stop. Okay? Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't sit down and think anymore. Y'all just do. Y'all don't think. And I get mad because if more people sat down and actually thought about stuff and thought stuff out, use common sense instead of being programmed, they would have figured this out a long time ago. Work keeps you busy. That's why you can't sit and think. You out there working, putting them tacos in that bag, talking to the customer service people, um, you know, checking groceries, uh, inputting information in your computer. If you got a technical job, coding, you're too busy to sit and think, to even use common sense. So that's why when a woman stops working, she has time to think. She has time to contemplate. She has time to figure out how to make life better for everybody in her circle. She got time to sit there and pick everything apart, put it back together, flip it, double it, and make it stack. Like Jay-Z says, double it, make it stack. She has time to do all of these things, especially, especially if that's the type of woman you chose because you were looking for love and you were wanting to invest in a woman instead of her bringing crap to you. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Men don't have his own drive. Women propel men. Okay. Now, if you're homosexual, then other men propel you, but still, there is still a difference between how women attract men. You know, there's a natural pull to the opposite sex to procreate, to please, to love, to attract. And once you try to alter that, you basically go insane. Most men are insane. If you took a man from the 50s and let him talk to a man from today, he would call him insane. Why? Just like if you took a woman from the 50s and talked to a woman today, she would call her a man. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you do all of that. However do you manage it? I mean, I can barely do A, B, C, and D. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine myself without my husband being able to take care of me and I could stay home and, knit all the Christmas presents and take up a hobby such as cooking. Oh, I entered my pie into this contest and now I won and they Betty Crocker wants to buy my recipe. Now we millionaires. That's the 50s. Okay. Oh, I wrote a cookbook. Now we millionaire. That's the 50s. Now fast forward to 2018. Oh, James, I stayed home all day and I watched a couple videos. Guess what I learned? A, B, C, and D. Oh, I think I'm going to try this. That's right. Oh, it's working. Guess what? Now I have this. I've invested here and I've invested there. Oh my gosh, I make more money now than I ever did in my whole entire life. Just by learning a couple things and making a few initial investments in A, B, C, and D. Oh, and I can save it all for the kids. A, B, C, and D. It's going to be so great. Oh no, oh yeah. I entered my poem or I started blogging and now I have 18,000 million subscribers and all these people want to pay to advertise on my page. Guess what? We millionaires. Okay. So let your woman sit and think she is the creative force behind a lot of stuff. You just don't know it. She just don't have time to sit there and think because you stressing her to go do what you supposed to be doing, working. Okay. I knew somebody that was stressing, working every day, had a man, was paying bills. He was laid up on the couch. I told her to kick that fool to the curb, you know, work, 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 save, 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 start your own business. She would barely be able to afford a wig, and now she make wigs and sell them and got money and don't have to get up out of her house if she don't want to. Okay, open a store, sold a bunch of wigs, make wigs for people, get paid hundreds of dollars, get paid for one wig, which she used to make in 2 3 days. Okay, because people don't have time to think anymore. I think for people, I give people ideas. I say, hey, you should try this because I got time to do that. The reason why I have so many good ideas and ways to do things is because I don't have to think about so much. I'm not stressed out. I don't have deadlines. I'm not worried about if my husband is out there cheating and if I'm gonna be able to pay the bills this month and if I'm gonna be able to get my wig tomorrow. Or do I have to choose between, some new tires or some wigs? I don't have to worry about stuff like that. I have time to be free and contemplate. So if you want a life that's filled with abundance, let your wife stay home. Let your woman stay home. Pay her bills. Give her time. You know, and through her and through how much attention the children get, and through her being thankful that you don't push her out to make her work and slave and do all the stuff a man's supposed to be doing. I'm not saying a man should be a slave. I'm saying he should figure it out, what he wants to do with his life. And by watching that woman, he can figure out how to free himself from the rat race. And she'll already have all the information, all the steps, and all the tools. All she got to do is tell him, well, baby, you know what I learned? If you do A, B, C, and D, this is how much money you can make, and you don't have to work anymore. Because she sat there and she figured it out. What it takes most people a lifetime or never figure out because she has the time to contemplate and to be free with no pressure. So I know a lot of women won't do this because they're still into certain things, but after a couple of years of all those things, she's going to some stuff gonna start firing in her brain. Okay, I've gotten all the nail colors done. I bought in every type of outfit. I got a bunch of purses. All right, what's next? You get bored of, okay, I've done this, I've done that, I got kids, they're at school 8 hours a day. Now what? Okay, let me read this book. Oh, that was a good book. Oh, I'm inspired. Oh, I have a great idea. Oh, let me try this. Now you're creating, you becoming a creator. And once you become a creator, most women who have their own business, oh, I was just at home one day and I dropped some salsa on the floor and then I used this thing to pick it up and then I was like, oh my gosh, this works so good. So I messed around with the formula or I messed around with the design and now I have this thing and it sells for this much and I'm a millionaire, you know? Oh, well, I was doing my hair one day and it's so uncomfortable to, do this. So I created this new guard that goes on a curling iron. Now I'm a millionaire. Okay. You see? So, and even if it's not to that extreme, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to write a book after reading a book because I'm a good writer. Oh, I'm going to put it on Amazon. Okay. Oh, what I used to make at my other job, I'll make that just off my book. And I don't have to do nothing but let it sit up there and collect my money every month. You see? Time. So when a man wants you to work just as hard as him, it's because he don't know how to love you and let you be a woman. He's mad because he got to go out and do the work, and he wants you doing the work too because he doesn't think it was fair because nobody ever taught him how to treat a woman and what women are actually capable of. That they are the creative side of the team. Thank you, Issa. Just left the voting polls and I had to let you know that your message gets my vote. Oh, thank you. Always empower us women. Your content has been life-changing. Well, thank you. And yeah, women have the ability. Thank you so much for the donation, Isa. Women have the ability to create and to multiply everything with our right brain. The right side of our brain is creativity. The logical side is the man. Man knows that in order to free his wife, creativity, he must bring in the money. He must keep the order. He must keep the castle. He must keep the bills paid. He must keep the lights on so that the woman and the children can thrive and create that household, that home, push the kids to be successful. And then when it's time for him to come home, relax, retire, everybody's happy. Money's good. A, B, C, and D. So if you don't understand that, if that seems dysfunctional to you, perhaps you are the one that is dysfunctional. Okay. Growing up in a dysfunctional household to think dysfunction is normal, that may be normal to you, but it is not the best way that things work. It is actually working it's the opposite. Instead of flushing the toilet, you're bringing up all the contents of the sewer. Okay. So when a man doesn't know how to treat a woman, when a man doesn't know how to love a woman, when a man does not understand the woman's power to create and to multiply, he's actually bringing up all the crap from the sewer by asking her to be a man. You're just bringing another man into your household. You're not going to get the benefits of having a woman, a feminine woman in your household. That's why most men get divorced about money. That's why when you got two people working, most people get divorced about money. Why? Because now that he's got his money working, he's masculine enough without you. Okay? If a man wants you to work, he ain't masculine enough. He needs your extra masculinity, aka money, to help him feel more masculine while he continues to build his career and his money and his savings. And when he feel like he got enough to feel masculine, he drops you because he want to go get a feminine woman. Okay, so stop being the other man in the relationship. Okay, and I'm not being facetious. I'm not talking about homosexuality. I'm talking about masculine traits. Okay, when he feels masculine enough on his own, he drops his other masculine counterpart, which is Bob the Builder chick, Pygmisha, Bonetta, anybody who's contributing to his job, to his duty, anybody that's helping him be a man. He's got to drop it because now he's man enough. And don't even listen to them because, like I said, men don't sit down and make lists and figure out who they are and what they want. They just react to what they're told and programmed to be. They will never admit that this is true. That's why men are being manipulated by women because men will not stop and see the value in a woman. Men will not stop and try to love a woman. Men will not stop and try to understand their role in the female's role. They won't do it. They won't do it. And you know why they won't do it? Because they think they're losing. And the reason they think they're losing is because they don't see the value in anything unless it's quick gratification because they've been taught to lust, not to love. You don't get quick gratification from love. You get that old couple that's holding hands and feeding each other when they 85, 90 years old. You get, a man who will take care of you while you're sick and, pamper you, buy you flowers, tell you they love you, give you massages, you know, all that kind of stuff. You get that. You don't get an instant gratification. And that's why men don't invest or see the value in women because they're so used to thinking love is lust. And once you realize that love is not lust, most men, they don't even realize that love is not lust until it's too late. until they thing can't get hard no more. Now they want to love somebody. Now they want to cuddle until they thing don't work no more. And then, oh, I can't take Viagra. I got heart disease. Okay, so let's cuddle by the fire and make brownies and s'mores and ooh girl, I love you. You better not ever go nowhere. Where you going? Okay. So men will start looking for love. That's why I tell y'all, if y'all want love, go get you an old man. She life. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Shira. You are very smart. You looking for real love? Go get you a man that's already been there, done that, understands that lust is not love. Quick gratification leaves you alone quick, and that the true value of love and the true value of a man and a woman is not lust or quick gratification, but a building of love. Okay. So when you have a house full of love, I know people say, oh, when you have a house full of love, you don't need no money. You don't need money to enjoy yourself. Of course, no. But when it's time for vacation, you need money. When it's time to pay them bills, you need some money. But you don't need the actual money to sit there and be happy watching a movie with your kids and your husband. You don't need money for that. Okay. That's what that's talking about. You don't need to be out in a fancy restaurant if you and your family have love. Now, the option to go out in a fancy restaurant, let's say Valentine's Day, take your kids, your wife, dress up, get you a limo, and take all of them out. Now that's love and money. If a lot of these women are saying, "Oh, I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I want the money and the man," then stop giving it up and start loving yourself and start teaching a man how to love you. Thank you, girl. Um, Interlope interior. Okay. Hey interior. She gave me a nice donation. Ashira, I found you on Pretty Boss's video. Been loving you ever since. My sister has picked Misha, Bob the builder doctor, and married a Dusty. Unemployed for 2.5 years. Child number 3 is due in December. Girl, that sounds like a curse. I rebuke that. You need to burn some sage around her. Get them pick me demons off of her. Okay. But see, she look what she has a masculine job. She's a doctor. She can do it all. Doctors have God complexes. Let her be God. One, I mean, women are capable of doing all of that. Of course, we're phenomenal creatures. We can do our job and a man's job. Hold on. Hello. Anyway, so a woman can do a man's job too, right? But we shouldn't have to because then we become masculine and we lose our greatest asset, which is our ability to think, create, and do those things that we're supposed to be doing. So, so we take the false sense of accomplishment, pride, and ego, and masculine rewards, instant gratification when we can say we're this, instant gratification when we get the respect, instant gratification when we have control over our man because he ain't got no job, instant gratification. Okay. So when a woman is masculine and says, I do A, B, C, and D, it's because she enjoys the instant gratification of the accomplishment and the respect that is due to a man. And I'm sure she never gets told, oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so soothing. Oh, I love the way that, oh, what's perfume is that? Oh, I'm sure she never gets asked out on dates, even though she's married. Um, like seriously, I'm sure she never gets home to do all those things that most women can do when they're free. She don't have time to. So her instant gratification is the masculine reward that the man truly seeks. But her husband sitting there laying on the couch feeling like a woman. And so in order to make himself feel more masculine, he got to go out and have instant gratification too, which is to cheat. Thank you, Autumn Caesar. I love that you gave me a donation. And I love your name. You must be new. Or I've never seen that name. Did you change your name? Um, yeah, we can do it all, but we don't want to. Okay. Um, Same thing with my sis. She's also Dr. Mary Ball. I ain't doing all of that. That's too much work for me, Jeff. Y'all can have the work. People act like work is some type of reward. It ain't no reward. Oh, I'm a doctor. I can do A, B, C, and D. Good for you. Guess what? I'm a housewife and I don't have to do nothing but sit here and look pretty. Okay. But see, I choose to help other ladies so they don't have to do those things. But for a long time, I did nothing. Believe me. For a long time, I went shopping every day. For a long time, I sat and watched TV all day, finished a series in 2 days. I did all the laziness I could ever do. And once the laziness and all the things I wanted to do went out the way, then it was time to do something else. Okay? Let that woman have that long vacation, take care of them kids, get them to school. Then all that extra time that she has afterwards, that is open space to create everything. Okay. Um, hey, she's convincing you to get married not unless you make a million. At least I have six figures, baby. Get you some six figures. You good. And men, stop marrying for instant gratification. Stop marrying for convenience if you really want a real loving relationship. Because all you've done was taught women how to do the same thing. All you've taught women how to do the same thing. You marry a woman because she got a good job. Okay, great. Because she can help you be a man and pay these bills. Great. Then when you got masculine enough, you see, feminine chick over here with makeup, lashes, nails on that can't get her hands dirty, so she doesn't work. Now you got enough money to go take care of her and get the type of woman you really want. Okay. Stop marrying Pick Misha Bonetta and Bob the Builders. You don't want them for real. You just want an extra penis. You just want extra masculine energy. You want extra provider in your household where you're supposed to be head provider and king. You got two kings and no queen. Thank you. She's phenomenal. And you're a male fan. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm so sorry, interior. Um, so you are okay, so you're a man. I'm trying to figure out how to convince you to move to do a movie right now. To me, a movie? By the way, you just read her life. Well, a movie? Um, I love this goddess. Do you think married couples should what? Send me the script and the budget. I'll look at it. um, I'm trying to read one of these questions. Do you think married couples should share a bank account? Nope, never, never. I don't think married couples should share a bank account, maybe a credit card, but that's it, with a limit on it. The science of beauty. Thank you, girl. Thanking you for all that you do for women. Thank you. If you do share account, don't put all your money in it. Have your own account and put a few bucks in it. The shared account. I don't know. Make it for family business. I don't know. Like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna put this in the account for family activities, and that he should be paying for all that anyway. Um, if you put money into his account, that means you working. If you have your own business, you need to have it in your business account. Do you see what I'm saying? Um, y'all stop asking me the questions that I keep telling you guys. I don't agree with the situation. You shouldn't be putting nothing in no man's grown man's account. Okay. If you share a bank account and you have access to all of his money, he's stupid too. Okay. You're supposed to have some money on the side, some money in one account, maybe share a credit card. Okay. That's me. I'm sorry. What let me ask you a question. Ladies, if you're sharing a bank account with your husband, he meets the woman of his dreams, and he tied a Bob the Builder pick Misha chick, and he goes and take out all the money in the account somehow, whether it be shopping or taking something and telling you, oh, I need to buy this. So if there's like, oh, you got to agree with this person to get this amount of money out, and he lied to you, take all that money and go spend it on the other chick, what you gonna do? All your money gone, and this chick riding around in a new car. That's the stupidest thing you could ever do. Keep your own money, get a little cheap credit card, and y'all use that. Okay. Shira, everyone won't find a man of means. That's a reality. Okay, but think about this. Everyone doesn't want a man of means. Now, think about how many women want a man of means and who can actually get a man of means. That's the ratio you need to be looking at. If you're over here looking like an orangutan and wanting a man of means, you're not going to get a man of means. You're right. If you're over here looking at Tyrone and thinking he's sexy in his work uniform, um, she don't want a wealthy man. Okay, so you're right. Not everybody is gonna get a wealthy man, but the women who want one, who are putting effort in to get one and pursue one, and does what it takes to get it, will probably eventually find one. You get it? They will. Name one broke gold digger. I'm wait. That's what I thought. Okay, you want it, you can get it. Just like a man who is adamant about sleeping with a woman will sleep with a woman. Don't matter who giving it up, who not giving it up. Do you think that makes him stop pursuing it and getting it? No, it doesn't. Y'all are programmed to think that. Somebody told you that. That's it. That's why I'm saying y'all don't listen to yourselves. Y'all don't understand your own true power. So you listen to what some man told you, and that's why you still, you know, are unable to get a man of means. Okay. You can't get a man of means looking like a woman that a man of means don't want. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you, XO goddess. If you want a man of means, you got to go and look like the type of woman that they want to be with. So, are you telling me if you look just like Rihanna, you can't get a man of means? If you look, even if you had to get plastic surgery, lose 100 pounds, and do your makeup because you started off looking crazy, and you piled wigs and makeup on yourself to somehow resemble Rihanna, you telling me you can't go get you a millionaire? I promise you, you could. Okay. And just as those millionaires are married, they can also get divorced, which means they can have a wife and then they can have you, or they can cheat, or once their first wife is gone and their third wife is gone, now it's your turn. You see how it works? Stop thinking one dimensional. Think, contemplate, see how this works. Right? Oh God, we have a dork in here. Let him do his thing. Gold diggers on a dusty. He will always tell you. Thank Taj, the great one. That happened to my mom. My father bought furniture for his mistress. I told you, struggle $10,000. Oh gosh, she left him good for her. Because I promise you, nobody getting my money. I don't care who you are. I will donate my money to my cat before I leave it to a man. Okay, Kitty Boo gonna be sitting nice. Velveeta gonna be nice. Come on, Velveeta. Velveeta y'all gonna be after my cat after a while. Ain't that right, Vita? I will leave all my money to a cat before I leave it to a man. How you doing? It's your baby. Man, I'm gonna be rich. All right, y'all. So that's my message for the day. Um, I don't blame all them old crazy cat ladies for leaving their money to that cat, to their cats. I would too. That's what I'm gonna do. If you did me wrong, if you ain't come look for me when I'm old, if you didn't help me out, you stuck me in a nursing home, you done cheated, you got mistresses, I'm leaving every last penny to my cat or a cat shelter or a children's shelter. If I'm gonna leave it to, yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'll give some to my cat and some to the children's shelter. Okay. All right. How to stay feminine while working and having the goal of being kept woman. Have a very feminine job where you're around a lot of masculine men and you can use your femininity to get what you want, work less, and do whatever you want up at that job. That's how. Thank you, Simplicity. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, that's my manipulative message for the day so that you can see through the BS that men are trying to do to you. Men wouldn't mind being manipulated if they knew that men don't care about being manipulated if they're getting what they want. Think about this for 1 second. Men do not complain about being manipulated if they can get what they want. The reason why the manipulation is so bad to some men is because they're coming with the BS in the first place. So if you're coming with BS in the first place, women who can manipulate you, you see through it because you do it. And that even rhymes. You see the manipulation because you do the manipulation. Why do you think men seek validation from women? Because who else are they going to seek it from? Another man? Unless they're on the down low or they're homosexual, they don't need it from a man. The only thing that they validate, the only thing that other men validate is the type of woman you can get and the type of car you can get and how masculine you are and your athletic ability. That's the only thing a man can validate you for. Anything else, you can't get it. Okay. Just like only a woman can validate you. Oh, girl, you look cute. Oh, I love your makeup. Oh, that's all that a woman can do to a straight woman. You know. Now, a man can make you feel sexy. A woman can make you feel pretty, but a man can make you feel sexy. Okay. A woman can make you feel accomplished, but a man can make you feel safe and provided for. A woman can make you feel smart, but a man can make you feel like what's what they said in Jerry Maguire, you complete me. Or wow, you're so talented in everything you do. You know, you feel like a goddess. So there's a difference. Thank you. Why can't they get it from themselves? Because as soon as a man is born, as soon as a man realizes he's a man, his job is to go out, work, procreate, and care for a family. If a man does not do that, they do it in some form or fashion. Okay. They start a business. That's a woman. They get clients. They take care of them clients. Those are children. Okay. They build up their empire. That's their family. So they either replace it with a career because they have, stop eating that cat chewing on the thing, or they have it with a woman and kids, or they have it both ways. A man that doesn't have a wife and kids most of the time will throw themselves into their careers and then have the instant gratification of lust on the side with other women. Most men build something, create a family with it, and watch it grow and prosper. That is their nature. So if they can't get it with a woman, they'll do it in other ways. Now, the most frustrated men are the ones that can't do this. These are the ones that work the 9 to 5 and only can afford a 50-inch TV and in a little bitty apartment, and they can't even afford to date. And so they just sit and complain. And they want a woman to love them, yet they don't love themselves or want to build anything or contribute to anything. They just want to sit in a little bitty apartment and watch reruns of The Walking Dead. Okay? Don't sound like no, they don't want kids, they don't want to travel, they don't want to even take you to Applebee's. They want Netflix and chill. So guess what? That's why they can't create anything. They might as well not really exist, and which is good that do not procreate with these type of men because they make weak children. Okay? Don't get pregnant by no bum. I keep telling y'all. That stuff goes into the DNA. Stop getting pregnant on Netflix and chill, or your child gonna be Netflixing and chilling in a Section 8. And stop. Get pregnant on a luxury hotel room abroad, okay? That's what you're gonna do. All right. Y'all need to think, man. Don't get pregnant on an Applebee's dinner. Don't get pregnant on a full stomach of Applebee's, okay? Somebody said Applebee's. Okay? No. Think about it. You get pregnant on Applebee's, what type of stuff is going in your system in that baby? Okay, you want fine organic meals that come from local farmers and you know from imported from A, B, C, and D with some extra twist of lime and cilantro on it or something. You don't want Applebee's frozen, thawed out, frozen 5 times on the truck, probably got salmonella in it going into your baby. Okay? Stop dating bums. Sorry, I have to go. I have a very, very intense imagination. I'm just picturing the truck sitting there because the air conditioning went out, and the Applebee's food being frozen and thawed and refrozen, and I can't. And then the woman eating it, and then that nutrients go into that baby. What kind of baby you gonna have on Applebee's nutrients? You said, "Oh Lord, I'm being serious." Okay. Oh, how were you conceived? I was conceived on a couch full of roaches in a Section 8, watching Netflix, um, on a full stomach of Applebee's. Wonderful. Somebody said yuck. Oh, how are you conceived? Like Jay-Z and Beyonce's baby in Paris, France, on top of the Eiffel Tower. Okay. In the penthouse suite, darling. I don't care if men are fans of me or not. I don't care if they like what I say. The fact that they're here listening is good enough for me. That's it. That's all I need. I need your ear. The rest is up to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will do the right thing. I promise you. Because your subconscious mind is my right brain. If you're depending on a man, you lazy. If you're depending on a woman, you're lazy. So all them bums out there that's depending on a mama and a baby mama is lazy. Any woman that says if you're depending on a man, you're lazy. No, if you're depending on a man and that man is actually paying your bills, you smart. If you smart, you got some money and you really don't need to depend on that man. Okay. Now, if you're a dumb broad and you're depending on a man and don't have a savings, haven't started your own business, then yeah, it's pretty dumb. But if you're working for another man, building up another man's corporation, and when they decide to lay you off, you depending on that man for a job, so you dumb too. Okay. The same way you depend on your boss to sign them checks, it's the same way a woman depends on her husband to go bring home the bacon. So the only thing is it's harder to get rid of me, baby. It's harder to get rid of a wife than it is an employee. So as soon as they are done with you or you no longer are valuable to them, it's poof, on to the next. Okay. So unless you own your own business and company and live off your own source of income that's coming from someone like clients or investments or something, you stupid too. And you lazy because you can't even start your own business. You got to go and work for another man so he can hand you a paycheck because you depend on that man to take care of you. You're not free. You just have an illusion of being free. Now I'm free because my man takes care of me and I can earn as much money as I want and keep it and do whatever I need to do with it. And I'm not and I'm lazy. So I'm everything. I'm free, I'm lazy, and I'm paid. You tired, trapped, and broke. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna sit here and let that sink on in. Okay. And whatever my husband has is mine too. So half of his stuff is mine. I'm not selfish. I'm self I love myself. That's the difference. Being selfish is also called self-love. You gonna put somebody else's corporation before your own happiness and life and freedom? You stupid. Okay, I'd rather be selfish than dumb. Anybody who's working, ultimate goal should be to free themselves and start their own business. It doesn't have to be a physical business. It could be an investment, be an online business. It can be getting a man who's so rich. If you have his child, you a millionaire. It could be anything that's gonna get you paid without leaving your house and allow you to be lazy. Allow you to spend 2 hours putting your makeup on to talk in front of a camera because you so lazy. I bet you this don't look lazy. I bet you were sitting here right now with unplucked eyebrows, no foundation on, working for somebody who don't even know your full name, unless he look at your paycheck stub or your name tag. Don't make me come for y'all because you know I will. Okay, I'm not putting down working women. I'm just saying, think. Who are you working for? Why are you working for them? What is your true reward at the end of the day? When they get tired of you, what are you going to do? When they no longer need you, what is your backup plan B plan? Okay. Think, y'all. Just because you got a job don't mean a thing. Anybody can get a job. Okay. Anybody with a social security number and a way to get to work can get a job. Shoot, they can even work online. That's nothing. So I'm lazy and I'm selfish, but I'm free and I look good and I have money still. My man don't need my money. So how am I selfish when he don't even need my money? If your man needs your money, you stupid. I'd rather be selfish than stupid. I promise you. Everyone would choose selfish over stupid if you ask them which one you rather be. Okay? Now don't be mad at me for telling you the truth. Just think about it. Maybe you've been programmed and now it's time to deprogram. I'm not trying to be evil to you. I'm trying to help women, not hurt women. But you needed to be taught what you're saying is backwards because you've been brainwashed and pushed in the wrong direction for so long. You think what you're saying is correct and it's wrong. Okay. If you're not working to free yourself, then you're doing everything backwards. Thank you. Calling a woman and lazy is not an insult. Exactly. In order to get pregnant and look plump and luscious and skin glowing, you need some rest, baby. You need to be rested. You see, you need to be in the bed at night, getting fully rejuvenated. You need to be able to buy, top quality organic supplements and food, and you need to be able to sit and relax and exfoliate and wash your face and shave and take 2-hour bubble baths. You're supposed to be lazy so that when people see you, you don't look like all the other hardworking masculine women. You look like a snack. Okay. And to me, I can do I can do most women's jobs who's out there working for corporations. I've already been there and done that. Thank you, Waterson. If you were a man, how would you avoid being distracted by women when you're on what? How to avoid being distracted by women when you're on a path of self improvement? I would have my standards and my goal. I would have my dream woman and my standards. You're not going to be distracted by your dream woman when you're broke because she ain't going to be nowhere around. Get you a dream woman, a type. Avoid lying to any woman to get what you want out of them. If you're driving a certain car, your dream woman is not going to look at you twice. Have a dream woman and have a goal. Once you reach the goal, then you go for the woman. Understand that any woman in between, you're just using her and lying to her and setting her up to hate men in the future because you know you ain't gonna stay there. Hire a prostitute if you need to have sex with a woman. Get you a call girl, get you something. Go to the strip club. Them women are there to service you so that you could get up the next day and go about your business. Okay? Don't walk up to a woman who thinks you're going to be her Prince Charming just so you can get your stuff off. Go pay someone who does that professionally and y'all both go your ways. Or go home and get you some lotion and some tissue and do what you need to do. Have a hobby. Yes. Invest all your money so you can't afford to go on a date. You only budget yourself to only have this much money a month. Sure, what do you think of men who give refurbished items to their women as gifts, even though they could afford new? I Here's what I think about men like that. They know the value of a dollar, and they probably have more than one woman. So they gotta buy used because they can't keep buying the same thing over and over if they dealing with different women. And when you buy a luxury item at that place, they keep your name and number on file under that man's name. So if their wife or their other girlfriend goes in and say, "Oh, I got this Louis Vuitton here, and here's the receipt and the number, and can you look it up?" "Oh, was the purchaser Mr. Such and such?" Okay, that's why he buying refurbished. See, I have time to sit there and think about stuff like this because I ain't busy working. So that would be the way that I did it if I was a man. That's some he at least he's thinking. Okay. Protect your credit, ladies. It's harder to salvage your credit after a bad relationship. Your man shouldn't even have access to your credit. You shouldn't be paying stuff if you sleeping with a man. And y'all, if y'all live together and you sleeping with him, your credit should be extra good when you leave him. Okay, stop being Pick Misha. Stop being Bob the Builder. Your credit should have nothing to do with your man unless y'all are married and got a house and stuff together. Okay? No. Your credit shouldn't be bad after no man. If it is, you Pick Misha, you Bonetta, you are Bob the Builder chick. Your credit should not be bad after no man. If your credit it keeps getting worse and worse after each man, you stupid. It should be getting better. Stop. Stop getting these credit cards. Stop putting these bills in your names. That is dumb. You thinking you're gonna build your credit, but he gonna tear it down because he's a broke dusty. If a man wants to sleep with you, all bills need to be in his name and paid. Your name should be on nothing unless it's your lease or your deed in your car that you already either A pay for or that he's paying for. Stop. Please. Who y'all are so desperate for love, you are ruining your credit over a dusty. Y'all need to stop that. Now, if it's for your kids, that's understandable. That's survival. But if you live in a house with a grown man and your kids, there is no excuse. You better off by yourself. Okay. Women are weak. Yes, we need a strong masculine man to rescue us and help us. We don't need a weak feminine man because you see what happens. It makes you have bad credit. So go get you a strong masculine man so that you can be weak when you need to be weak. Okay. I'm weak every day. James was asking me to start the fire the 2 days ago, and I'm like, I don't know how to start a fire. How do you do it? Can you help me? This is too heavy. I'll light it. But that's all I can do. You need to do the rest. Never ever start doing the manual labor in your house. Ever. I don't care if you know how to do it. I know how to make a fire. Okay, yeah, okay, that's exactly what the plan was. I don't know how to make no fire. Come get this wood. I can get a splinter. My nails. My hands are soft. The wood will cut me. Okay. Sorry. Let me pull up a YouTube video and figure out how to do a fire. Oh, hold on. Let me go get my gloves. Never mind. I'll do it. You damn right you're going to do it. Okay. Knowing darn well I know how to start a fire. Most women do. Okay. Ask somebody. All right. How about if you just instruct them to make them do the dirty work? You don't instruct no man. You don't instruct any man. You suggest things and you ask questions as if you don't know the answer with the answer in the question, but you don't instruct a man because then you are a man. You see? That's one of the worst things that women forget. When you start telling men what to do, their wall and defenses automatically go up. That's why the manipulation is very important. The power of suggestion and manipulation allows a man to stay masculine while you're telling them what to do. Uh-huh. And it saves their ego. And it saves them from telling you no B, no ho, do it your goddamn self. It saves you from that. Okay. There we have women are tactful and graceful with ours. If you don't know how to do this, it is an art form. What do I do to rein it back in when he tries to fix things? What do you mean when he tries to fix things? What do you mean rein it back in? Do you want to be the man? A man is supposed to fix things. Mhm. I've been watching your videos for years. I'm so thankful. Oh, thank you, Kayla. Y'all remember when y'all write me a question, it has to be detailed and I have to know try to write it with the least words, the better, but it has to make sense. Um, Warning to the man in here commenting. Y'all are talking to smart women, not weak pygmies. Exactly. Hmm. You're getting game from what? A woman. My sister says I keep scaring off guys because I'm too forward. Yes. Most women are masculine, don't even realize it. You're so because just as men have never been taught how to love, you've never been taught how to be a feminine woman. You think being a woman means being a man. Okay. If you break down feminine traits and masculine traits, if you in psychology and sociology, you'll see that many things women are doing are masculine. And that's fine with other people, such as coworkers or some of your children. But when you're trying to get a man's attention to become attracted to you, you got to put that stuff on hold and switch it up. Okay. Remember, you're not supposed to be how you are all day, every day, 24/7. You are supposed to be able to switch it up. You put on a different hat, you put on a different voice, you put on a different outfit for a different situation all day, every day. I change clothes about two, three times a day, depending on where I'm going, who I'm going to see, what I'm doing. Because I can't wear the same uniform or the same outfit to do different stuff. If I'm going to get my oil change, cleavage is out. If I'm going to the dealership, to the car place, cleavage is out. If I'm going to pick up kids, I'm wearing this. Okay. If I'm going to the movies or whatever, I'm comfortable. Okay. How you doing? Am I going to vote? Vote for what? The people that are supposed to run my life? I create my own reality, baby. If I want money, I know how to get it. Okay. There you go. Through every presidency, through every judge, through every since I've been alive, I've gotten to do whatever I needed to do anyway. They didn't stop nothing. Okay. They didn't stop a thing. And if you haven't realized, because I have time to sit and contemplate, if you watch the news, the president that you have, the leaders that you guys have, IQ are, their IQ is way lower than most of you. And you let people with low IQs lead you. I'm so sorry, I can't. I vote for myself. Okay. I'm gonna vote tomorrow. I don't work. Why would I vote? Exactly. What am I voting for? Some man to keep his job, some woman to keep her job, or to get a higher paying position? Time is money. They're gonna pay me for my gas. I'll sell my vote. Anybody want to buy a vote? Tell me who to vote for. I go ahead. I'm in Houston. If y'all want to buy my vote, write down all the people you want me to check and vote for, and it's $200. You see how I made money off voting and y'all didn't? Y'all lost money? That's exactly what I'm talking about. All right. By the way, I will sell my presidential vote. So y'all can start saving up if y'all think it really matters. If voting made a difference, they wouldn't let you do it. Duh. Yeah, girl, see, you smart too, Lizzie. You know, if I wanted to set you up for something, I'd make you think that it was your idea too, baby. I do it all the time, every day, all day. If I need something done, if I need you to get me something done, if I need you to think a certain way, believe a certain thing, I'm gonna let you think it was your idea and you're doing. I will sit back and play chess on both sides of the board, and I will let you think everything you did caused the result. And then I'll pretend like I'm surprised and act excited. Meanwhile, it was the whole plan, and I knew it was going to happen anyway. Okay. So if you want to buy my votes, I am there for sale. The only reason I voted for Obama because he was cute. First black president, I'll take it. I'll vote. I'll go ahead and do that, even though he was going to be the president anyway. I go ahead. I go stay in line and vote just to see all the other people vote the opposite. Because the area I live in, I'm gonna be laughing. They know why you here. Who you voting for? Who you think I'm voting for? Oh, I remember I was standing in line to vote with Obama for the Obama election. There was these old white ladies behind me. I'm voting for that Obama. He's such a good boy. They called him a boy. Boy, he know, that boy is good. Who is texting me? Who is this? Somebody. Anyway, yes, I definitely only voted for looks on that. But if I now if Oprah ran, I'd vote for her too. Just to say I voted for Oprah, even though she was already, you know what I mean. I'm single, no kids. I don't want to be in a relationship right now. Can I just date for pay? Thank you, Coach Check Girl. I don't know how old you are, and if you want a husband in the future, but you can date for whatever reasons you want. Definitely, as your free will. But remember, age is a big deal for women when trying to secure a man or a husband, especially in this day and age. Okay. Mhm. Is the elixir like a dust repellent? Actually, yes. It raises you to a frequency to where you get rid of stuff that no longer benefits you automatically and don't have a problem doing it. Um, my grandpa told me they used to buy votes. You can buy my vote. Mhm. You didn't vote for Osama, and I definitely would not vote for Hillary either. I didn't vote for Osama, as you call him. I voted for the first black president. I didn't care what he looked like. I mean, I didn't care what his name was or what he was gonna do. It was just the image and the symbolism that needed to be seen. Didn't care. I didn't vote for Hillary because I wasn't voting anymore after that. Okay. And plus, I don't believe that the people make the choice of the presidents anyway. So I voted basically in vain, just to be said saying I vote for Obama. um, I'm not brainwashed. I had enough time to sit home and figure everything out, figure some stuff out. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. If your wife is so lazy, she has time to sit there and watch CNN all day, 24 hours a day. She gonna notice some stuff. She gonna find some holes in the story. She gonna see some stuff that most people don't have time to see. Okay. She has time to be on YouTube all day watching video after video. She gonna see some stuff that you can't see, the stuff that they expect you not to see. She gonna see some stuff. Okay. So when I tell you guys, I had so many years to sit and watch without having to rush somewhere. And I see the loopholes and I see the holes in the story. I see the same people over and over who's supposed to been dead come back to life. I done seen it all. Okay, so whatever. Y'all have fun in that line. Um, how do you explain some men who are very feminine but supposedly straight? Ryan Seacrest, Todd Chrisley, because they ain't 100% straight. They didn't did some stuff before. I would not bet my life on them being totally straight. I promise you. Would you? You bet your child's life on that? No. Then there you go. There's your answer. Is overthrowing the government possible? You don't need to overthrow the government, baby. Is overthrowing your boss a good idea? Or starting your own business? Or finding another way to make money? I don't need to overthrow the government. I'm good. Okay. The government is fine. Do what they need to do. I'm still gonna get mine, no matter what. How does your man know he's appreciated? I'm still here. I'm not dating no doctors, no lawyers, no judges. I don't have any sugar daddies on the side. I get up every day and put makeup on, a bra, brush my teeth, hair, shave. I shave my legs for him. I'm here a lot. I have our children's best interest in mind. What else? That's how. But I know you were asking how to make a man feel appreciated. If you're doing too much, he's not gonna feel appreciated. He needs simple things. Tell him he's handsome. Tell him he looks good in his outfit. Ask him if he wants something special for dinner and then order it. Or if you cook it. Text him something sweet when he least expect it. That's it. You ain't got to do much. If you overdo it, he's gonna start saying, "Oh, this chick bugging me." You know. You're welcome. Alpha guy here hanging around. Praise Mama Ashira. And your name is Coochie. What a name. Well, thank you. Mm-hmm. Is baking food a good gift? Hell to the no. If you bake me something, I'm throwing it right in that trash. I don't know what your kitchen looked like. I don't know where you've been scratching your booty. I don't know what you done put in it. It's going right in the trash. Unless it's sealed from the grocery store, I don't want it. You about to steal my eyebrows? Y'all want to see the eyebrow pencil I've been using? It's cheap too. All right, let me see. I found a good brow pencil for cheap. It's NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. That's what I be using. That's what I use today. I have so many other brow stuff that y'all see them thick brows. That's that Kat Von D pomade, brow pomade. Y'all see them looking thick. That's that. Y'all see them looking nice and natural. It's this. In between is my Anastasia Beverly Hills. I got multiple brow things. Sorry. I recommend doing anything that enhances your chances of not having to work. So if trial and error, go out looking this way, go out looking that way, test out your different looks. If men respond more to you when you're wearing contacts, wear your contacts. If men respond more to you wearing a weave and contacts and the combination, wear both of them together. Okay? I promise you, you're gonna know what to do. Mhm. You ran out of brow pencil, girl. I buy like 5 brow pencils and keep them on hand because you do one eyebrow and then it run out and you got one eyebrow and no eyebrow or a sparse eyebrow. I have eyebrow, but it's like it's not gonna look like this if I run out of brow pencil. hmm Um, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this last thing and then I'm gonna go. Men, if you don't understand how to love, it's okay. It's not your fault. But it's never too late to start learning today. You know, women have attitudes because they already know that you're not there for the right reason. Okay. I'm just saying. Some men, not all men. Some men don't know how to love. Most women will have an attitude with you because they know your intentions aren't true, first of all. hmm Um, you could collab with AMS. We need some alpha knowledge from both genders. I'm not alpha female. A true alpha female will never say she's an alpha female. Think about that one. Think about it. Now, how do you keep your marriage spicy after so many years? Manipulation, power of suggestion, costume changes, um, sense of humor, playing dumb, so many things. Why should I try to make my man jealous or just when necessary? If you have to make your man jealous to get noticed, then you're not the one for him. If loving yourself and looking your best doesn't make him jealous when you walk out the house, then you don't need to do anything else. And a jealous man doesn't love you anyway. A jealous man wants to own you, not love you and better your life. So to make if y'all are playing childish games, of course, it's easy to make a man jealous. Walk out the house with your boobs out, high heels on, and a tight dress, and tell him you'll be back. Don't answer your phone. That's easy. Okay. But if you're trying to play psychological games with a man and make him jealous of you because he doesn't care about you or want you, it's because you ain't the one. Okay. There you go. What is the most feminine way to get your monthly allowance? To be with the man that can afford it, first of all, to have him paying all your bills so that it has to come monthly because you've given him that responsibility because you need him. Okay. That was how I did it. I need you to pay my bills, baby, and I need some spending money because my boss wants to sleep with me. I took care of 3 birds with one stone. Got allowance, didn't have to work, and got spending money with one lie. You see? Actually, he did want to sleep with me, but that's not why I quit. Okay? Don't be Most women are so worried about what people are going to think about them, how they're going to sound. I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound weak. I don't want to sound desperate. I'm too shy to say that. Well, you ain't too shy or desperate to get up every morning and just sit through rush hour traffic and go work a job you hate and be broke at the end of the day. Okay. I'd rather say one good lie and solve all them problems. Mhm. That's all you got to do. Start crying. I don't know what I'm going to do. I feel so safe with you. I don't want to go back to work because my boss is always trying to sleep with me. And they don't respect even if you're married or have a boyfriend, they don't even care. That's it for some people. They will not let you go back to work. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle it. I'll pay all your bills. How much are they? Well, double it. They're this much. Okay, I got that. I'm gonna need some spending money too because I like to get my nails done so I can look cute. My real nails look ratchet. Oh, don't worry about that. I got you too. Oh, for real? You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Give him kisses and stuff, and then be extra happy. Put your hand on his leg. Don't sleep with him though. Not until all them bills is paid. You got that automatic deposit, and you been gone so long from work. There ain't no way you get that job back. All right. Y'all, one time, my ex boss and James were in the same barbershop, and I was in there. That's my next story time. I think I told y'all that a long time ago, but for those of y'all who are new, we gonna talk about it. Y'all have to remind me though. What if they catch you in a lie? Cry. Say you was confused. You meant to say A, B, C, and D. Rub on their leg. If you smart, they won't catch you in a lie. If you're a good seductress, they won't care that you lied. See why these skills are important? See, y'all are too, and I don't mean to use this in a negative way, but y'all are too basic. You know, what if you get caught lying at work? How do you fix that? What if you get caught lying to your mother? How did you fix that? The same thing. You fix it however you know how to fix it. You know, um, have you ever been nervous with that James would see your video? I don't care. He could see my video, and my videos are listed under comedy. He knows what I do. Sometimes he'd be in the other room while I'm doing it. As long as I'm happy, he's happy. He already knows he was there. Everything that I'm telling you guys, he was there. He was witness it firsthand in the story, playing a role in the story. He knows all of this. He ain't got amnesia all of a sudden. We even played gold digger at our wedding reception when he took the garter off my leg. In the marriage vows, he changed the marriage vows to say for richer or for richer instead of richer or for poor. He knows. He knows that I'm helping other women to get out of the ghetto and out of Tyrone, off of Tyrone's mattress on the floor. He's happy. Okay. Thank you, Yesenia. Thank you, Shira. Because of you, I've changed my life. Your standards and learning how to play chess, not checkers. Just received the gold elixir. Oh, thank you for purchasing that, and thank you for the donation. And let me know how you like it. But yes, girl, thank you so much. And James always tells women that they need to up their standards. He don't like the weak men of today. James is old school. Okay, he don't understand metrosexuals, men that want to be women and spend longer in the mirror. He don't understand that. He don't understand a grown man that can sit at home and make his woman go out to work. He don't understand that. unless they handicapped and been injured and in a wheelchair. He don't understand that. Okay. He don't understand like, oh, how a woman can sleep with a man who ain't got no car. He don't understand that either. Okay. So he's not, he agrees with my message. Now he might not agree with the manipulation part because he wants men to be men. And real men don't need to be manipulated unless you have an ulterior motive. And the men who are being manipulated that are real men know they're being manipulated, but it doesn't bother them because they already plan to do that stuff anyway. You see? They just understand the caliber of man that you have to deal with, and they understand that they were going to do that for you anyway, but now they're going to see what they can get out of it. Well, I was going to do that anyway, but hey, she's going to do some extra. I'm gonna let it think A, B, C, and D. James got game too, but he was already gonna take care of me. He was already gonna do it because he's a man and he don't need help from a woman. He don't need a woman to make him more seem more masculine. That As to her. If you need your woman to make you feel more masculine to her and to your family, that's not balanced. Okay. If you need your woman to make you feel more appear more masculine to the outside world, you ain't man enough. Okay. And still, look, we got men on my channel trying to tell people not to buy my products and don't have one lick of business. Jerome, why don't you go start a business and stop trying to take away mine? You ain't even getting paid to. Okay. So, Jerome, go start your own business. Okay. I guarantee you a woman will not come on your channel debunking your business because she wants you to thrive. She wants you to make money. She knows how to love. Okay. Most women know how to love. So, bye. Mhm. Do I help men level up? I was talking about this today with someone, and in order to help a man level up, I have to manipulate them. So if you want to sign up for some structured manipulation consultation, I can help you because you've been psychologically programmed to do the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. So I have to psychologically unprogram you. Okay. She fears me. Yeah, I fear you. You're right. Fear a broke man. Those are the worst ones because they have nothing to lose. You are correct. I fear the broke man because they have nothing to lose. Um, and nothing to give. So you losing double when you deal with them. Um, so yes, I have done consultations for men many times, but I've approached it from trying to be nice and save your ego. But if you really want to be psychologically reprogrammed, you know, I'm gonna have to use the power of suggestion on you. But I could do it, no problem. Yale. That guy is like that because he didn't have a father. Hold on. Look, I don't know why he's like that, but he's here to destroy, not to build. Okay. That's all I know. Mhm. It seems James don't understand a lot. He understands what a man is. And I guarantee you, James is not somewhere on some woman's YouTube channel. I guarantee you he's earning the money that it probably takes you 2 weeks to earn in one day. I guarantee you. Okay. I guarantee you the amount of money James makes in one day is what your 2-week paycheck looks like. Or I don't know where you work. If you even work. So he knows a lot more than you. Yeah, gotta go to work now. Yep, go to work. James' money is already spent. Sure is, because I have plans for it. It's spent. Definitely, most definitely spent by me. Yes. They they call provider men simps. Why? Because they can never do it. If you can't figure out how to do something, what do you do? If you can't do what that person is doing, what do you do? Ooh, I don't like that. A, B, C, and D. Ooh, because you can't do it. That's why you don't like it. So you got to pretend like you don't like it because you will never get there. You got to pretend that it's unappealing to you when really you wish you could be in there. You would trade places with that person in a heartbeat because you can't do it. So instead of saying, "Oh my gosh, I can never do that," you do the opposite and say, "Ooh, I don't like that," which makes people think you don't even want that, so they don't even look for you to do it. You see? So when a grown man who still live with his mama call another grown man who has his own house, multiple businesses, investments, supports his wife and family a simp, it's because he can't even get close to even thinking about how to figure out how to do it. So he has to make you believe that he doesn't want that because he can't get to it ever. So of course that man that's doing that is a simp because it makes the other man look bad. So before the simp, who's not really a simp, can shine, he dulls his shine by saying he's a simp. But the simp doesn't even care because the simp don't even know that man, and the simp is too busy earning money and getting respect while this other man is in his mama house asking her for $20 and to borrow her car. You see the difference? Big difference. Okay. I gotta go, y'all, but I'm gonna be on my other channel very soon. Thank you. I wish I could get out of my mother's house. All you gotta do is go get a high paying position or create your own business. Mhm. People can create businesses online with the simplest idea. Have a good day, y'all. I'm see y'all later. And men, I could be talking about anything else, but I chose to help you guys. So listen to my message. Don't shoot the messenger. Hear the message. Bye.